What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be going over a no BS guide on how I got my credit score over 700 before I was 19 years old and under 1 year. Let's go ahead and dive in. Disclaimer: the content you are about to watch is all a result of action. It is not guaranteed that you will get similar or the same results because it is up to you to put in the work. If you do, it is in your favor to have results that are very similar or the same. This is a no BS guide. Enjoy. So the first step in your journey to achieving your goal of upping your credit score is actually understanding what credit is. We can't up our credit score if we don't even know what we're upping. So what is credit? So what credit does is tell the bank how reliable you are to return the money that they have loaned you. Whatever you pulled the loan out for, credit lets them know, hey, you are very trustworthy with the money. You will pay it back. It will be on time. Therefore, forgive my handwriting, but having good credit will lower your interest rates because they know you are more reliable, more trustworthy, so they will go ahead and penalize you less for pulling out money. They will be like, hey, this guy or girl is very trustworthy, so we will give them less of an interest rate on the loan or whatever it is you pulled out. Now that we know what credit is, why do we need good credit? First, we need it for low interest rates. Not only will it help you get a low interest rate when you pull things out, but you won't have to worry about paying double, triple the amount because you will have a low interest rate. When you pull a loan out for 60 grand and it takes you a while to pay it back, if you have a high interest rate, you'll probably overall be paying 120 grand, 180 grand, whatever it is. The second reason why we need good credit is for trustworthiness. When you show that you have good credit, not only for peers, not only for people that are around you, people that you network with, businesses, everybody, the bank, everybody can see that you have good trust. You are reliable on your word of paying back whatever it is. Sometimes certain people won't even give you a personal loan or even a loan that's not on paper because they know that you don't pay the ones that the bank loans you. You don't even pay your credit card bills. So, having good credit builds trust within everybody and everything. The third reason is because why not? In this life, it's very similar to a video game. We are able to upgrade our character, upgrade all our stats, our health, our stamina, our wealth, everything we can upgrade. And one of those stats is our credit. Why not have good credit? If we can do it, why not? Before we move on, one thing I forgot to mention is that also having good credit allows you to get better credit cards, which will in return give you more benefits, points, cash back, things like that when you use them. But they are only available to people that have good credit. The better the credit you have, the more likely you are to get accepted to a credit card that has those benefits. So now that we've been over the basis, how did I actually achieve this? So back when I first turned 18 years old, I went ahead and was diving deep. I did a little bit of research. I started looking on different people's videos, what cards to apply to. All I knew is that I had no credit record and I wanted to get my credit up. I wanted to get my credit up so that in the future, if I ever did want to put a loan on anything, I would have a low interest rate. I also wanted to build my credit up so that I can be qualified in order to get a better credit card that has benefits, things like that, that will give me leverage within life that allows me to move forward. So while I was doing research, I was asking certain people, and I came across a secure credit card. A secure credit card is a card that you put a deposit down, and that deposit will be your credit balance. So let's say, for my case, my example, I did a $500 depot. So that made my credit balance $500 that I had on the card. Now the catch about secure credit cards are that you can have low or little or no credit history. I was just starting. I didn't have any credit history. I just had turned 18. This was about a month or two after I turned 18 years old. So I had zero credit history. Therefore, many credit cards will not accept you because they don't even know if you're reliable or not. That's why a secure credit card is a great starting point. You don't have to have any credit history. You can have low credit history, or you can have little to none. You can have low credit, little credit, or no credit history at all, and you will be very, very, very likely to receive a secure credit card. Now, the reason why I did a $500 deposit was because the math was easy. Let me teach you trick number one. Trick number one is when you first get your card, use only 25% of it. So when you first get your card, you're only going to want to use 25% of your balance. So whatever 25% of 500 was, I would use. I used $125 each month, or each pay period, I would rather say. You only want to use 25% because if you are automatically out the gates maxing it out, even if you pay it all, it shows that you are a little bit unresponsible because you're just swiping the card without taking that responsibility. I know it's ridiculous. Even if you pay it all off in full each time, you won't get as boosted as doing 25%. 25% is a little trick that I learned from some people that I networked with, and it's a great little thing that not a lot of people know about. Now, I am just going to say this. I am still learning. You know, there's lots of tricks and tips that I don't know, but this is one of them that I did learn. 25% of it was $125 that I could use for groceries, for gas, for many things. But I went ahead and signed up with Discover. Not saying you have to, but Discover has a great secure credit card that allows you to get cash back bonuses on all groceries, gas, and food. I believe it is 2% cash back for those and 1% for all other. With that 125, I used it on only things that I knew I was going to buy regardless with my debit card. That goes to trick number 2. Here, we'll just go ahead and use only for things you already would. I only used it on groceries, gas, and food. Very rarely did I use it on that 1% other, but I used it all on things I would only buy and guarantee would to be buy. My groceries for my house, my gas for my car, and my food for my stomach. All of that is what I used this $125 on. Each time that I got that back, you can do a little bit more, 130 sometimes I spent, 115 sometimes I spent, but you want to be around that. Each time you get that bill back, you want to pay it in full. The reason why it is so easy to pay in full is because it's already things you would buy. So if you don't need it, don't buy it. But the things you need that you already are going to buy, you will have the money for, therefore you will have the money for the bill when it comes up. That $125 is easy to pay off. That's also another reason why I went with $500 deposit. They gave me a $500 credit balance because 25% of it was an easy goal for me to hit each time that bill came in. I went ahead and freeze framed this for you guys just in case if you guys wanted to go over a little notes. Other than that, I'm going to erase the board and we can keep going on. So the next thing I want to go over is money out and money in. Every single time, without a doubt, when you take money out, when you buy something, so what does this mean? This means buy, you pay as soon as possible. You want to buy when you get the bill, you want to pay it off as soon as possible, regardless. Yes, you may be at the end of the month, Yes, you may be early in the month, maybe you're in the middle of the month, maybe you'll do it multiple times a month, but that's how you build your credit, is by showing the history. So the faster you pay it off, the faster you can buy again. The faster you buy, the faster you can pay, and it just keeps going around and around. So what next? You keep showing up for yourself day in and day out for 6 months. You keep reoccurring. Every single month, every single week, you make your payments on time and do your absolute hardest to never miss a payment. You may just be getting started. It may be easy to forget, but make sure whatever it is you have to do, set a reminder on your phone, set up notifications, whatever it is, make sure you show up day in, day out for 6 months on end. Why 6 months, you might ask? Well, guess what happens? Because you signed up for a secure credit card, you may have $500 depot or balance that you initially put in. After 6 months, you will get that back. So after 6 months, because you went with a secure credit card, you will get your depot back. You'll get an extra $500 in 6 months. So it's almost like a little savings account. It's like a little stash. It's like a little treasure box. We'll go ahead and do our best to do a little treasure box. That right there, that's the goal. We like the treasure. We like it. Pirates up in this, you know what I mean? Got the pirate ship on me. I like the treasure. That's probably the reason why you're watching this video. We like treasure. No, I'm just playing. But it's like a treasure chest. You put your $500 in, 6 months later, you get your $500 back. You put it into the treasure chest, you get it out of the treasure chest. Now, it may be a little bit different depending on who you go with, but that's why I recommended Discover. Now, I am not sponsored by Discover for this video, so don't think I'm doing that. This is just genuinely, no BS, what I did. I went with the Discover Secure Credit Card, and within 6 months, I got my $500 back. Now, something else that is neat about that is because you were good and trustworthy, they will up your balance. Because you may be thinking $500, that's little. And it is. Don't get me wrong. That's a little tiny scraps, breadcrumbs, if you will, because we get in that bread. That's the breadcrumbs. We only got $500 in the balance. Not much you can do. Well, they will actually up your balance after 6 months to $2,000. Now, that leads me to my second thing that I wanted to teach you guys. What really is your balance, your credit balance? Your credit balance is now time you can buy. Something else I left out when I was teaching you what credit was, I left this out intentionally because once we got to the balance part, I want to describe how credit is now time you can buy back. Lots of people say you cannot buy your time back. Time is one of the most valuable things in life. Although they are right, they are also wrong in some ways. Credit allows you to buy back time. What do I mean by that? Let's say your bank is having issues. What could that mean? You're low on money, haven't got paid, they froze your account due to scams or anything like that. Maybe your info got out. A whole bunch of different issues can happen. So, what would you need? You would need more time, especially if you haven't got paid. Let's say you didn't get paid. Maybe you're starting off, maybe you're an entrepreneur, whatever it is in your life that you are pursuing, maybe you haven't got that paycheck, maybe it hasn't hit the bank, you need groceries, you have a bill to pay, something else is going on in your life that you need to get done. Well, good thing, your credit balance has just bought you time. Your credit balance won't have to be due until not only it processes, but until the end of the month, but that gives you time to get your paycheck, and then you can come back and pay off your balance. That allows you to make some more money, unfreeze your account, maybe get a new card, or whatever issue it is. That buys you time. Maybe you're an entrepreneur and you want to run ads. With that balance, you can run some ads, and that'll buy you time to see if those ads win, if you make money from those ads. So instead of wasting your money, you had just bought yourself some time to see if the ads win, and if they don't, you can make money in the downtime. Hopefully you guys can read that. You can make some money in the downtime if they fail, or if they win, you make money. So either way, you're not screwed because of this balance right here. You upped your balance from keeping a good amount of money going in and going out. You showed up for yourself day in and day out for 6 months, got that balance upgraded, plus, forgive me, the camera died. But as I was saying, you got to show up for yourself day in and day out for 6 months, upgrade your balance. You'll get the $2,000 balance plus $500 back, and you'll make some time. You'll buy back your time. That is very important within upgrading your credit. You're allowed to buy time back. You finally have access to buying your time back because you have good credit. Let's go ahead and dive in deeper. The future. What does this mean for you in your future? This means that you are able to buy back your time. This means that you are able to get loans. You're able to have a report, a credit of showing how trustworthy you are. This means for the future, you are set up. You have now created leverage within your life. You've created leverage for you, your business, your time, and how to utilize them all correctly. You have leverage on utilizing them all correctly. What does the future hold for you now that you have better credit? Future holds greatness. The future holds loans. The future holds new items. The future holds better credit. The future holds more time, mental real estate, and overall more flexibility or freedom. Hopefully you could read all this, but your future will hold greatness, more loans, new items, better credit, more time, more mental real estate, and more flexibility or freedom within your life. What else does the future hold in terms of steps on keeping that good credit? How do you keep it? Well, let's dive in. How to keep good credit. There's one big one. That's why I made it a big one. If you get one big reason or key to keeping good credit. You want to know what that is? Consistency. Yeah, it's that simple. That's the only thing you need to keep good credit. You keep paying everything on time. You make sure that, everything that you do have is paid in full for whatever bill it is, or if not, then a lot of it. It don't always help to pay minimal payments. That actually will make it go by slow. You want to pay in big. You want to pay full, if possible. But remember, the key to 25%, utilize 25% of your balance. And when you pay it in full, not only is you paying it in full, but you ain't got to pay as much in full, and it boosts your credit. And that's exactly how to keep your good credit, is just consistency. Make sure you got all your stuff paid on time. Make sure everything's all caught up. Make sure you keep going. Money in, money out. Show up for yourself every single day, day in and day out. not only for the 6 months, but for the rest ongoing. You up that balance, you keep going, and then next thing you know, you'll have a bigger balance. Next thing you know, you'll have credit cards reaching out to you just because of how good your credit is. You'll have different places reaching out to you, seeing if you need a loan, seeing if you need a new credit card. And then you can unlock the good credit cards with good benefits, good add-ons, good things. Keep consistency and keep on moving forward within it. I hope y'all enjoyed this YouTube video. I hope it brought you guys some good value. You got little gems out of this. Hope this helps you get your credit up. You know, it's a process. It's a long one. You got to keep going and never give up on yourself. Show up for yourself every single day. That's what it takes to do anything in life that's great. To upgrade anything in life, you just got to keep showing up. Hope you guys found this video entertaining as much as you found it educating. And if you like this content, go ahead and subscribe, put on post notifications so you don't miss a new one that comes out. Like the video, leave a comment, and until next time, I'll see you on the other side of a better life, full of abundance, a better you. If you guys do want to learn a lot more about life, dive deeper in life, not only on financial things like this, physical things, but on a wisdom spectrum, on a better life quality in general, living the best optimal version of your life, the abundant side of life, go ahead and check out zenthis.us. I have a whole bunch of free resources on there right now, as well as you can dive deeper with me. We can hop on a call, we can talk, and if you'd like, you can sign up for my services. We get you going. Till next time, YouTube, have a